All right, my student loan people and my people who work for nonprofits, getting here because I told y'all piece by piece they are going to unveil parts of this bill. And baby, this shit right here is, whoo. So this part right here was hidden, and y'all don't even know that they are targeting those who are trying to seek public service loan forgiveness. So if you don't know what that program is, that is if you work for a government agency or a 501c3 nonprofit for 10 years while making IDR payments, which is income driven, for, like I said, 10 years on time. And if you got a problem with people, working towards repayment or, getting their loans reduced and whatnot, maybe get the fuck out of these comments because you won't get told expeditious. I will gather your edges, your grandma's edges. I want her best wig, okay? Don't do that. So this right here is targeting them. And remember, they had been saying this, but they never said how they were going to do it. Like I said, this piece was kind of wrapped into something else, and somebody peeled off the layer today, and they were like, look, what they are trying to do is give the Secretary of Treasury the responsibility to unilaterally revoke any nonprofit status organization that they designate as terrorist or terrorist supporting. So that means, if they feel like it's anything that's dealing with DEI, minority people, disabled kids, whatever the case may be, they coming. Now, if your employer or your nonprofit is at risk and you absolutely lose your nonprofit status, or your government agency or whatever loses that, anything that you paid into that is gone. Yes, so that I don't care if you like two payments away, gone. So what I need for you to do is, if you're on one of these, please go print all your stuff off right now, today. Today. I don't care if you got to go to I'll take it back to the Kinko's. Yeah, today. Because if this passes, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some legal ramifications behind this, and some folks are going to come with some cases. This way you'll have all your documentation. Um, and if you don't need it, you don't need it, but it's best to be prepared and have it than not. But y'all, please understand something. This right here, to be able to do this without any checks and balances, so which means if there's some ideology driven situation where there's like, oh, I just don't like that type of organization, boom. Political people, boom. Like, there are no checks and balances on them being able to snatch anyone's nonprofit status because they want to. And again, if you go back and look at Linda, her neck. Y'all know I can't stand that lady. Uh, they are absolutely trying to make this hard for people to repay. They do not feel like you should get any breaks in repaying. And if you're working for a nonprofit or you're working for a government agency, you are absolutely doing it for passion. It ain't for profit. It's not, because you're not getting paid any. You peanut shells, dust, thoughts, because that you are being able to function out here with the money that they are paying you and still pay off your student loans. It's just not possible in the predatory way that those loans are structured, because they're all about the shareholders. They are not about those people who absolutely are trying to make a difference in this world, as all of us were when we were pushed into, you either had to go to school or you went to the military, because if you went to trade school, you fucked up. You didn't do right. You didn't do life right. When in actuality, we all should have been out here doing trades. That's what we should have been doing. Because, baby, I almost signed up for a welding program a couple weeks ago. It's like, what? I could have been doing this? America's not a real place, and they really do target the poor. And they also always tell the American dream is attainable. All you got to do is just go to school and get a good job. But then y'all want to pay people that have degrees and shit $15, $16 an hour. And those at the top are just like, well, what's wrong with that? If you work by your bootstraps, yeah, we all don't have daddy who gave us money. We all don't have ancestors who stole from other people. That's not, I'm just saying.